Welcome to The Explainer. Once upon a time, building a design portfolio meant literally carrying around a heavy physical book to show off your work. But today your portfolio is a gleaming physical shop right on the internet. And it really serves as the beating heart of your entire integrated marketing communications, or IMC plan. As a mentor to a lot of budding industrial designers and small business owners, I want to walk you through a step-by-step tutorial on how to treat your digital portfolio exactly like a real, data-driven brick-and-mortar business. So, I want you to imagine opening a beautiful physical storefront. The lights are on, the floor is swept, your absolute best industrial designs are beautifully displayed right in the window. But the catch is, you are forced to wear a blindfold. You can't hear the door open, you literally can't see who walks in, you can't tell what products they're looking at, and you have absolutely no idea why they leave without buying. Sounds like a terrible way to run a business, doesn't it? But honestly, without data, that is exactly how so many of us operate online. Okay, let's untie that blindfold. Google Analytics is essentially the magical tool that lets you see again. It takes all those familiar concepts of a physical shop, counting foot traffic or ringing up purchases, and simply translates them into clear, digital data. So foot traffic becomes sessions, and purchases become conversions. We're going to go step by step and show you how to read the story your visitors are leaving behind. It's going to be a fun ride, so don't worry, you're in good hands. Chapter 1. Setting up your storefront. Well, every good shop needs a little bell on the door, right? Just so we know when someone steps inside. Let's look at how we install our digital bell. And the best part is, the process is incredibly simple. You really don't need to be a coding wizard for this. Just think of your G-ID as your shop's unique digital address. You simply grab it from your Google Analytics admin panel and plug it in. If you're using WordPress, there are free, no-code plugins like SiteKit that do all the heavy lifting for you. Or if you use Webflow, you literally just paste it right into the custom codes section. Let's break this down into a friendly, non-threatening, three-step recipe. Copy the ID, paste it in, and then, my favorite part, verify it. Just open your website on your phone and then check the real-time report in Google Analytics. Within about 5 minutes, you should see one active user pop up on the map. Ding! Your digital doorbell works. Chapter 2. Tracking what truly matters. Because let's be perfectly honest here, just hearing the bell ring isn't enough. A busy shop means absolutely nothing if nobody buys anything. We have to turn our vague wishes into concrete metrics so we can measure if our marketing communications are actually working. I hear industrial designers say all the time, I just want people to see my work. But how do we actually measure that? Well, we translate it. A qualitative aim, like hoping someone downloads your portfolio PDF, becomes a tracked download event. A contact form submission becomes a generate_lead event. We can even track actions like a full 60-second scroll, which tells us someone actually stood there and admired the window display instead of just walking quickly past. Keep this golden rule from your business mentor in mind. Conversions are the goal, not just traffic. Having 1,000 window shoppers peering through the glass might feel really great for the ego, but at the end of the day, they are worth far less than 10 people who actually walk up to the counter and ask for a design quote. Just look at how the story completely shifts when we dig into the data table. If you're only looking at sessions, which is our foot traffic, Instagram looks like the absolute star player. But if you click that column to sort by conversions, wow, the story changes entirely. You might discover that Behance, or direct searches, are actually the ones driving real portfolio inquiries. Those are your serious buyers. Chapter 3. Understanding your shop's visitors. Now that we know what they're doing, let's turn the page of our playbook to understand exactly who is walking through our digital doors and what kind of devices they brought with them. When we look closely at an audience breakdown, it can be really eye-opening. If we uncover that 80% of our audience is aged 18 to 34 and their main affinity is design and media lovers, well, that changes everything about our IMC strategy. We absolutely wouldn't use corporate, outdated language. We'd speak their modern, design-savvy language. And the absolutely crucial point is usually hiding in the tech metrics. Listen, if 60% of your traffic is mobile, meaning the vast majority of your visitors are peering into your shop through the tiny vertical window of a smartphone, but your portfolio is full of massive, slow-loading images meant for a giant desktop monitor, they're going to walk away before the picture even loads. You literally must design for a mobile-first experience. Let's apply this to specific products in your shop. By checking the Pages and Screens report, we can compare how long visitors stare at different projects. So say we've got Project B, and it's the clear hero, keeping visitors engaged for an average of 3 minutes and 45 seconds, which significantly outperforms Project A. if Project B is what completely fascinates your customers, take those 3D industrial renders and storyboards and put them right in the front window of your digital shop.
Chapter 4. Mapping the Customer Journey.
All right, it is time to discover exactly how visitors navigate the aisles and, more importantly, where they get lost. When we construct an exploration funnel, we might map out a path like landing page, case study view, PDF save, and finally, the contact form. And boom, we spot a massive red flag, a 40% drop-off right at the PDF save stage. In our shop analogy, this is like a giant puddle in the middle of the aisle where everyone is just turning around and leaving. The actionable insight here, your value proposition isn't clear enough. You need a bolder, much clearer call to action button to guide them safely across. And if you happen to have a video playing in your shop, like a really slick 1-minute homepage product render, Google Analytics lets you see exactly how much of it they watch. Tracking video progression actually proves that a high completion rate, say over 70%, directly correlates with an uplift in contact form submissions. Conversely, if they drop off at 25%, well, your intro is just too slow. By simply tightening up the video hook, you can drive real, tangible business outcomes. This whole process reveals the hidden value of your entire marketing journey. You see, traditional last-click attribution is kind of like only thanking the cashier for a sale, completely ignoring the person who beautifully arranged the display window that drew the customer in the first place. Data-driven attribution uses machine learning to give proper fractional credit to all touchpoints. So that early Behance post that sparked awareness before they finally did a Google search, it gets credit. It proves that top-of-funnel marketing is worth the effort and fully validates your integrated marketing communication strategy. Chapter 5. Optimizing with Data. So we finally untied the blindfold, but our story certainly doesn't end here. The real magic happens when we rearrange the shop based on everything we've learned. By using Google Tag Manager alongside Google Analytics 4, we can set up very specific triggers. It's basically like putting a unique tracking device on every single brochure in the store. When we check the events report, we can see exactly which PDF is the most popular. If a PDF on sustainable packaging design is generating the absolute strongest leads, well, that tells us exactly what our market is hungriest for. Now, to keep this magic going, every smart business owner needs a solid routine. Think of this as your essential mentor supply checklist for building a data-driven culture. First, check real-time for tagging errors. Second, make sure to annotate when you launch a new product so you can actually correlate those traffic spikes. Third, export your top pages to a CSV file to find fresh design insights. And finally, always note your conversion rate compared to the previous week. Schedule these recurring tasks on your calendar and just watch your story unfold. Let's move to our final key concept and see how this builds your future. It's called the iterative loop. You identify a problem, like a low engagement page. You hypothesize the cause. Maybe the images are just too heavy. You implement a change, like compressing those images. And then you analyze and record the uplift in your data. It's just a continuous, beautiful cycle of optimizing your industrial design business and constantly refining your IMC plan. So, your storefront is officially open. The lights are on and that blindfold is finally off. You now have the power to see, understand, and serve your visitors better than ever before. Apply these lessons, trust your metrics, and let the data confidently guide your business happily ever after. So, step into your digital shop. What will the data tell you to build next?